NCTV45, The Train, anytime on your time.
Welcome to the Padula Show Extra featuring J&J. It's good to see you. Nice fresh start to the week. You can contact us at nctv45.com, nctv45@gmail.com. And you can also reach us at 724-510-7345. That number again, 724-510-7345. Did you get that from Weller's?
No, I just wanted to finish because on the other side we were talking about this, and I was just going to explain to people like we did last week, and that's why you need a handle for the hammer.
Right, right. It just doesn't work.
No, it doesn't.
We got a lot of response about that. And
yeah, last week. It was
there's
good.
a lot of people using handleless hammers, and I'd never heard of that. I guess it's a Newcastle thing to have a hammer without a handle, but it is essential that your hammer has a handle.
Yes, and you know, even MC Hammer wrote a song about this a few years ago. You can't touch this, and yeah, you can't because you don't have the handle. You need the handle.
Actually, it's often misconstrued as it's hammer time. He actually says it's handle time.
You know what? That was like the B side.
Right.
That
was the remix.
Can't touch this.
Right. It was the remix.
Right. Wow. You boom. You know, it's amazing, but Mr. Weller, I guess he sold over, I don't know,
5 billion, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
and
the Chinese love it.
$4.95.
The Chinese like to use these as projectiles.
Yeah, they do. So
very key in their army, the Chinese army.
Right, and again, just reminding everybody, you have to have the handle. A lot of people were calling in that the nails weren't going all the way in because they didn't have enough force when they were pounding down on the nail. They couldn't get and then if they had to remove a nail or another object, or if they wanted to be Mo from the Three Stooges and put this in the nose, it's still
right. You got nothing to grab.
You got nothing. Right. So you need the handle.
Right.
So
it's pretty clear.
Yeah, you need the handle. So thank you, Mr. Weller, and congratulations for having over
the 5 billion.
5 billion sold. Yeah. Cheap too.
Again, to the Chinese army, basically.
They use that. And they train with them because now
without the handle, so that they're much more proficient when they do give them a handle.
Right.
It's like a whole new world for them.
Right. And I noticed too that they've teamed up. You know, while all this.
No, they're not part of the Teamsters.
They're not.
Nope.
Are you kidding me?
No, that's a separate thing completely. That's American, as far as I'm. No.
Wow, I thought they were actually with the Teamsters.
No, the Chinese Army is its own entity.
Yes.
As far as I'm concerned.
Okay, good. So, and then here, people, while we're, again, as you know, we get a lot of tweets, and this guy's tweeting us, great, I want to share something with you. And I'm going to put, okay.
Go for it. Shoot.
Go. Whoa.
What's that? You're excellent with the cell phone.
Okay, here we go. Okay, thank you, and welcome to the show. How you doing? Hello. Wow. And
obviously did not want to talk.
Let me just make sure he didn't want to talk. Ladies and gentlemen, this happens quite often. People, because of our popularity,
quite often,
and you shouldn't be intimidated by this.
Much to my chagrin.
What? You in Ohio? Chagrin Falls? Yeah. Very nice. All right. So who's this guy now? He wants to. Who is this?
I don't know. You keep going back to the same screen. You are.
I do. I know. I'm horrible
not good with
this.
That.
Well, maybe I need to get a handle on things here. Okay, I have to go to Messenger. Right. Ladies and gentlemen,
don't use Messenger.
Well,
the government's all over Messenger.
Okay, wait a minute. Here it is, right here. I want to share something with you.
As Pokemon Go.
Okay,
that's a government thing.
What?
Pokemon Go.
You know, Mungo. No, it's which one is that?
Pokemon Go is a new phenomenon amongst the younger folk in this country where you have to go. You know about Pokemon Go.
No, I do.
Then why am I explaining it?
Well, I think it's important because a lot of people.
It's a government thing.
It's unbelievable.
It's a way for the government to track you. It's very easy to do. It's, I believe, something that they're doing preemptively to see how well they can track people.
It's very easy.
Obviously.
15 million people.
Kids.
Well, I don't know about kids.
Young adults.
When you first.
At least they're getting outside. They're getting outside like this,
right.
But they're getting outside. I'll give them that much.
But when you purchase the app, what the fascinating thing is, you open yourself up to being hacked, and that's what was happening. Pardon me?
Me?
No. You need the handle.
Oh.
Why? What's wrong?
No, I said the need. Like you need dough. You need it.
Yes, right. Yeah, you need the handle.
Right.
I know, like you said in China.
Gotta work it in.
Yes, like you said in China, you don't need the handle.
Strengthens your hands.
The handle.
Right.
Hence, handle.
Right.
So, but as far as Pokemon Go, 15 million people, you're right. Wow, all of a sudden I got to get out of my chair. Before you could be stationary and play the game, now you got to get up and walk around. But here's what's happening. From my research, we do a lot of research here on the show.
A lot of research.
We have people finding dead bodies. True.
Right.
People finding money. People found weapons. A couple of people walked into a river. The one girl in Pittsburgh was struck by a car.
Right.
But on the other hand,
there's upwards of 10,000 accidents that they have reported, some serious, that they believe are directly attributed to Pokemon Go. So,
and a lot of people have. We put the app in for the show, and like right now,
it's running.
If we panned over, if we panned over right now, there are at least 100 or so people out by the door trying to get in because they think they can capture Pokemon while he's right here.
Yeah, it's great for business. It really is.
It is.
Businesses can log in and become, a hotspot? I don't even know the term. But it's also good for thieves. There have been some recorded instances of people being robbed.
Yeah, and Angelo...
so overall, it's just a great thing.
Yeah, and Angelo, like the guy in Long Island, the pizza guy, his business has gone up 75% because he bought the app.
Angelo's app's a little different. Angelo's the Pizza Go. So what they do for Angelo is they show him areas where he can get food that actually tastes good, not that gets cooked on the castle.
There we go. Right.
And it's actually delectable food. But because he loves to eat so much, that's how we get him out of the studio. Is it's Pizza Go.
Right. Very nice. I had no clue about that because the only thing I was really focused on was the hammer without the handle.
Right.
Now,
and I can see because it
just
grabs your attention.
It does more so than the Pokemon 2. And what's that guy Ichiro? What's that?
Right. He's almost got 3,000 hits.
I thought that was part of the Pokemon.
If you combine that with his hits in Japan, he's actually got more hits than Pete Rose.
Well, I don't want to say that because Pete Rose was a great ball player. I love Pete Rose.
Not so good with the betting, but
he won.
He lost more than he won.
Yeah, but,
even when he knew the results.
Yeah, he did. But I love him. I don't care what anybody says. Well, all of a sudden,
I do too.
He's great. I love him.
He's like Charles Barkley. Him and Charles Barkley.
He never played basketball.
They speak their mind.
That's right.
You never have to guess where they're coming from.
No.
Whether you agree or disagree with them, they always tell it like it is and never have to guess how they're feeling.
Reminds me of Loretta Lynch, our Attorney General. Same thing. She speaks her mind. She won't refer you to anybody over 73 times. She just, bam, that's what I like about her. I respect her highly. No guessing. And then Tommy, the FBI director, same thing.
Solid guy, boy.
Very
and what
solid.
I like about him, speaking, he lays the hammer down. He doesn't put up with
he needs more than a handle.
Right.
Seriously, he better get a handle. Because
he's got a handle on things. Clearly, he does.
Yeah, for the Clintons.
Well, no, for everybody. I mean,
can't believe
he
those
doesn't
two.
put up with the shenanigans. He doesn't put up with big Washington, big government. He calls it right down the line.
Yeah.
He's completely bipartisan.
He is?
Nobody has their hands in his pocket.
How'd that leak out?
Well,
so he likes.
I'm sorry if he didn't come out in front of his family. He is bipartisan.
He is bipartisan, and plus
which good for him in today's day and age.
Get out there, tell people you're bipartisan. And again, what I really like about him, he was also found with Bill Clinton, Loretta Lynch, on the airplane.
Right.
And
looking for a Pokemon Go, believe it or not.
Well, what they did. Here's what I heard that happened. They were playing this game. The game where you wear the red nose? Did you ever see that game? you were the red nose, the clown nose. If you want to be,
It's the name of the game. Bozo.
what?
Rudolph. That's
No,
the name of the game.
no, listen, you think I'm clowning around. I'm not kidding around. I'm being serious about this. How can you laugh at something like this?
I don't know.
So you
it's a
wear
game
the
of
red nose,
okay.
and they picked this up from, and boy, I have a lot of stuff with.
Well, Clinton Bill has that natural red glow about him, that alcoholic
Right.
glow.
Right.
So I don't think they had to put the nose on him.
Well, they did, but it wasn't on his nose. See, they picked up the game from the games.
Good, good.
The games they were playing. See, people walk in and out of here because you know why? When we have our own Pokemon thing, it's about the hammer. You got to find a handle to the hammer.
It's got to be
And-
the proper handle.
right.
Just not any handle, because not any handle will do.
Right, and don't confuse it with the ice cream people over in Ohio and throughout the country.
Were you scared?
No, I'm not. Why?
You see, I screamed.
Because when I saw the nose, I have these
Very
pictures
frightful.
from some of the girls.
Disturbing, even.
Yes, because they had the nose on, but it wasn't the guys like Comey.
Stretch Mark's favorite game on
It is.
Thursday night
Yes,
is
the red nose.
It's the red nose game.
Right, and here they had it. The guys, when they met on the tarmac, had it on their private parts.
Oh, so they're North Carolina people.
Right, and what they wanted to do, they had Loretta Lynch squeeze it to see if it would honk. So if it honked, you got to be with that guy for the rest of the evening. If it didn't honk, you had to go back.
Well, Bill's is permanent. That red splotch is
right.
permanent. That's
Yeah.
transmitted disease, I believe.
Very interesting things that had gone on. Then I heard, now again, you know, we get all kind of people you see during the show. I heard that Caitlyn Jenner, the former Bruce Jenner, who won the Olympics, since the Olympics are right around the corner.
He may be going back to Bruce.
Right. He has a new book coming out. And I've read some of it. It's called Tennis Without Balls. So make sure you pick
Excellent
it up.
autobiography.
He does mention when they had that little tryst with Bill and Loretta and Tommy. So, and the red noses, the clown noses, which are very, very important because
It brings it all together, really. Brings the whole story together.
You know, Joel, when you
It's
think
the
about
linchpin.
it does.
It's the linchpin that brings it all together.
It's the linchpin, but what I guess they're trying to do, they were hired by Stephen King to promote his new book, It. And they had the clown pictures with the red nose. So I guess they were all trying to scare the hell out of each other and use the other movie that's out, Lights Out. So now you have It, Lights Out, you have the nose on the penis, you squeeze it, see which one honks, and you have Lynch. It's a fun game. And you know what? They're going to make it into a board game. Come on.
I believe it's going to be an app as well.
Yes, if you do 100 or so a day, yes, you can have good apps from it. And you have to, and then you got to come up and you twist a little bit for the obliques. But yeah, you could have really
And make sure you go down and the pace that you go up. You can't
That's
just,
what
like,
Miss Lynch said.
Right.
Yeah, so
Right.
just some great things that are happening out there. And people, like, you got to get out there. You got to follow what's going on the news, and you'll see these things are actually happening. It's amazing. It is totally amazing. I'm so excited. Especially, you know, what really got me pumped up for the show was you began talking about Cedar Point.
Yeah, spent the weekend at Cedar Point in Kalahari with my kids. Excellent time.
So now, from what I heard, you don't have to mention it. Newt Gingrich was there. Is that true?
And he screams like a little girl.
He does.
Yes. He was on the Top Fuel Dragster.
Yes.
Which is, you know, a pretty scary roller coaster. Goes 0 to 120 miles an hour in 3 seconds.
Wow.
It's pretty intense. And yeah, there was this wild, high-pitched screaming, and nobody knew what it was. Well, here, initially, it was definitely Newt because they weren't going to allow him on the ride because he was too big. Like, they actually have the ride's seats at the beginning of the line, and if you can't fit in the seat, you're not allowed to ride. Well, he screamed, blood-curdling scream. So, and then he dropped the fact that he is Newt Gingrich, and they made room for him. The roller coaster did have a tough time getting up the hill. It was more like 0 to 120 miles an hour in like 20 seconds.
Now, I heard...
So they put him in the back of the ride, and it worked a lot better that way.
Now, I heard through True TV and also that you had a little scuffle with a little Supreme Court Justice,
Well,
Ginsburg.
I don't like to talk about it.
But,
I called her an old hag, and she didn't take kindly to that. I met, and what the problem was is I said at the very beginning,
right.
I said Chief Justice, so I addressed her correctly.
Right.
And I said,
Nice.
with all due respect. I mean, come on, that gives me carte blanche to say whatever I want to, right?
And you-
Because I made it very clear, with all due respect, you're an old hag.
Yeah. Now
She looks like an old Jewish man.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I could. You know what? I can see that.
So that was where the kerfuffle started.
Well,
Little dust up.
Well, here's what happened.
She knows jujitsu. Did you know that?
You know what? You mentioned she was Jewish, so yes,
Right.
I could see how that something like that would occur, and that she would be very proficient at it. But here's what also
Kicked me right in the plums.
She did.
In
she
the
loves
plums.
plums. She needs a lot of plums. Trust me.
And for the you UK people out there, you'll get that reference. That's a Top Gear reference.
In
the plums.
In the plums, Top Gear with Kurt Van Heiser.
Or Jeremy Clarkson, right?
He was in there too. How about Kelly?
Ripa?
Kelly Clarkson.
No.
No, she wasn't. No, she's still looking for a co-host.
Right. Well, she's looking for a job now.
Anyway, I'm very disappointed. I didn't want to mention this. I didn't want to bring it up. I don't.
I
even
mean,
know.
how do you do that? How do you do that?
You do because you.
How do you do that?
You did. Those
Like,
are nice.
Well, they were
You
nice
need
white shorts.
shorts.
Like, where did it leak from?
You know, I think you know who had that cup.
Dixie.
No. You know who had that
What
cup.
are you doing?
No. Guess who had that cup?
Who?
I don't want to start anything. I saw her walking. It was Ginsburg. I saw her pouring coffee because I guess Trump wants to fire her. He told her to resign because she's a little mbatsa. And so I saw her behind the counter. I don't want
Took
to
the
start
hall.
anything. Maybe she followed you. Maybe she didn't follow you.
Another kerfuffle.
Yeah, she mentioned that too. She says when she sits down, that's the kind of noise that comes out of her body. Yeah, it goes kerfuffle, and then she has the glasses and they fog
Well,
up.
no, you got to say it right. Kerfuffle.
That's what happens
That's
to her.
the noise. that
Yeah,
comes
she
out.
likes that. She really likes that. In fact,
And sometimes if she's had a little too much dairy, it's kerfuffle.
yeah, I like when she skids across the floor, the carpet.
Well, she can't do that anymore.
She can't.
She's too old.
Well, I thought she was putting like
No, she has
pieces
to be turned
of
on
fruit
to be
underneath
able to
her.
skid. She's gotta-
You have to plug her in. Who? Really? I saw her with the. You had the tennis balls underneath her, and then you pushed her. You went boom. Oh, people can't see that. You pushed her in the back, and she boom right
She
across
went.
the floor. Really?
She's fast.
Yeah, because she's on tennis balls.
Right. Governor Kristich, he went. Like, he was fast, man. Like, you get that
Governor of New
inertia.
Jersey.
Yeah, you get that inertia going.
You think so?
Well, that's not, I think so. I saw it.
Wow.
Like, he
What
went.
He did.
Good thing Newt was there. He ran right into him.
Well, you know what?
him out.
We have a few minutes left, and before we close up here, we have behind us we have a lot of kids that watch the show, and Joel and I thought it would be important that over the 8 weeks that you have off, you need to do some writing, some reading. We're all for it.
So we were all about them drawing likenesses of us,
Right.
and as you could see right above Jimmy's shoulder here, that's Jimmy, and this was me.
Right. Not bad.
I can understand the Jimmy one because
Oh,
the
sorry.
blue face,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
blue shirt,
right.
that's Jimmy's signature
Yeah,
look.
that's right. The blue and
then-
Hillary, I picked that. I got to admit
Right.
it. I got it from Hillary.
But I don't get this one. That's a little disturbing, actually.
Yeah,
we
well-
had to talk with the kid's parents, and he's doing a lot better now that he's on Ritalin. So,
Yeah, much better. And he doesn't set
Michael
the hose.
Conway, we're rooting for you, buddy.
Yes.
Smiles.
That's okay. So now, here we go. Now, this is what you were asked to do. I hope we have enough time to do this. Is if you were able to ride in a time machine, where would you go? And questions to consider before you write. So, why would you choose to visit this particular point in time? Who might you meet? What historical event might you want to witness? And how might you be able to rewrite history? And Joe, I'll take this first one. You can have the next one. This is by Matthew Help, is his name. He lives over here on Gardenia Street. And here's what he wrote down. I would like to go into the future, I would like to see what the world would be like if I had a red nose. I want to meet the adult me, to see the adult me that I can be, the adult me, you see. Yeah. I would like to see if cars will fly or not, but I don't know because it's blocked with snot. What they will look like and what they will be. If they didn't fly, then maybe I will be able to pee. No drones, no presidents, just time to fly. I need to explain in 5 sentences why. Wow, Matthew,
Excellent, Matthew.
That's
Well done.
you know, come on.
That hits you right there.
It does. It does, and I'll tell you what.
It's great writing for a junior in high school.
You know what?
Very well done.
He's going to be a senior though.
Right. Well, because of the paper.
Yeah. He's
right.
in AP courses as well. So that's from Matthew Help. So we do have time for one more.
J. Vaughn Joseph
Yes.
wrote. I don't know. Is he related to Vaughn Joseph?
I think so.
Well, that's her
over in the
last
UK.
name, J. Vaughn Joseph. I'm assuming it's a girl because the handwriting is superb.
Okay, go ahead.
Also, to the same question, if she had a time machine, it says, if I had a time machine, I would travel back to the time of August 23rd, 2003. Very specific.
Nice.
Very specific
Very nice.
time. I like that specificity.
Yes.
The time when I was born, to see if indeed my mom had a C-section. I have a feeling that she likes to lie about things, my mom. She told me once that she earned money as a dancer, and I found out
Wait. Gee, a C-section.
Yeah, to find out, that's what she says, to find out if I was indeed a C-section, because my mom has
she
a
take her to a
tendency
ball
to
game?
lie. So, I have no idea.
And sat in that particular section.
As it turns out, my mom also likes to lie about the fact that she was, I'm having trouble making up that word, she was in the hospital for 5 days when I was born. I have a feeling that I am adopted, being that she's African American and my dad is African American, and I'm not. I'm actually Asian.
Wow.
That's why I would like to travel back in time. So
That's
heavy stuff for
very
a
nice.
senior
What
in high
college
school.
will that individual be attending?
Well, this is actually her senior thesis for. I believe where'd she go? Austin P.
Really?
Where's Austin P at? I don't
That's right next to the bathroom.
know. Okay.
You can either do it in a cup or not. Hey, listen, thank you very much. I know, kind of informative show today, and just a lot of events going on. We will see you
On the flip side,
tomorrow.
could that be our new thing? On the flip side.
All right.
If you're sitting out there wondering what to do, maybe fella's got a message for you. You ought to be having fun. Wow.